UUTalk.
My name is Roy. I'm the chef of Daisy's Dream Kitchen. My mom is Daisy, of course. All her life, actually, she's been wanting to say, hey, I want to look for an opportunity to sell my own mom's recipes. At the age of 60 years old, she decided, say, I think I'm going to open a restaurant. 2011, we opened up the first store at the Tiong Bahru Hawker Centre. In December 2011, we opened up a small restaurant in West Coast. And then shortly after that, we closed the hawker centre and just focused on the restaurant in West Coast. We were there until 2018 where it was en bloc, and then we had to look for a new location, and we found this place and we bidded for this place and we got it. 2011, she opened the West Coast, the restaurant. At that point of time, all of us were still learning. My mom has never been in the F&B business before. Neither has my brother, neither have I. It was a very steep learning curve. You know, I always say that actually, if we had known and we start film ourselves earlier, right? we would be like very dramatic reality TV. To be honest, we didn't know anything. But what we knew was we knew what we like to eat. We knew the taste of food that we like. We tried our best to make sure that we recreate that flavor. That has been the guiding force for us. Firstly, the Ngoh Hiang, the dish that my mom was saying that as a young girl, she loved this dish so much that she wished that she could share it with everybody. So that was the dish that she had in mind that she wanted to, when she do open a restaurant, she can sell that dish. Ngoh Hiang normally everywhere also sell one long strip, but ours is slightly different because ours is all in round balls. We still use like freshwater chestnut. We don't put much flour. A lot of the Ngoh Hiang out there is like a flour ball basically. We use pork and a specific type of pork. Everything is still done by hand. Can't remember which year it was. There was one year my mom went to China for holiday, right? And it was the first time she ever noticed somebody else rolling Ngoh Hiang the same way as her. It was in Chaozhou. Then we was like, oh, maybe this is where it came from, because I mean it had to be, right? Before it came to Singapore, it was probably from China, yeah. And it was exactly the same way, and then it's like, oh, that's so interesting. This year, I brought back a dish that's almost a forgotten dish called Hati Babi Bungkus. That is a pork liver ball. We do sell at the restaurant as well. That one is different from Ngoh Hiang. Of course, we use pork liver, we use minced pork. The interesting thing about that is that we use the caul lining, the caul fat, to wrap the ball instead of bean curd. So that one might sound similar, a lot of work. Peranakan cooking is very labor intensive. That's why a lot of people ask, hey, how come your food is so expensive? More expensive than like the chap chai peng shop or whatever. But we have no choice because you have to pay somebody to do this work. Like another dish, the babi buah keluar. The buah keluar, the black nut, that one alone takes about 7 days of prepping and cooking just to get it onto the table. The first 5 or 6 days is washing. It goes in a huge tub, wash. Every day you change the water twice. When it's clean, you spend another half a day just knocking, making a hole in the nut. We'll have to dig out all the paste inside, and then we spend time to marinate and put out all the things that we need to put in, and then we stuff it back in again. Once that's all ready, then we can start the full day of cooking. So that's about 6-7 days easily. One plate of buah keluar, why is it $20 or $22? Because it's not fried and straight away sent to you. You know, it takes a long process. Could it be done quicker? Could it be done in a different way? Maybe, but we are actually trying to preserve the way that we've been taught, the way that we cook the dish. And the buah keluar nut on its own is actually poisonous. That's what we learned from our grandparents. For you to consume this nut, you have to make sure you wash it properly, prepare it properly. Another thing that a lot of people come back here for is our sambal belacan. It's the same recipe that we've had all these years. We still make in-house. We buy only a certain type of chili, and our sambal belacan actually very popular. A lot of people buy that. I've had people who call me up, say, hey, I'm traveling to London or I'm traveling to France or whatever, and can you vacuum pack for me? I say, yeah, sure. So we'll vacuum pack, freeze, package it nicely for them. The moment they reach France or the moment they reach London, they send me a photograph and say, hey, your sambal belacan is in so-and-so place. Chap chai, you can cook with a lot of things. The basic ingredient of chap chai will be the tau chiong, the garlic. Some people like to put dried shrimp, tang hoon, a lot of other ingredients. Chap chai that we sell here, which we've been selling the same recipes for about 12 of 13 years already, but it's something that we are happy with and comfortable, and customers like it. Vegetarians can order dishes. There's black fungus, there's the lily bulb, of course there's cabbage, there is also the tauki, the beancurd stick. No, we still have to have garlic, but no onion. So if the very strict one, if those customers come say, oh, I have a party of like 10 people and you know like 6 of them are like very strict vegetarians, I would say, okay, you let me know in advance. Actually, I have cooked completely vegetarian ngoh hiang, vegetarian wok lua. We can do it, but it takes time and more costly to do something like that. Another very popular dish that we have, you don't really find anywhere, would be the black ink squid. Actually, one of my family's favorite dishes. Sotong that we stir fry, and we use the natural inks in the sotong to get the color. It's my mom recipe from my grandmother and then passed to my mother, then to me. It's called a pencil squid, specific breed of squid, and it has to be about maybe 6-7 inches max. Squid dish, the most important thing is it must have good quality squid. We cannot buy frozen squid because frozen squid, basically all the ink sac, everything has been cleared out already, and actually that's what we need. Last time, nobody allowed to cook this dish except my mother. I mean, old school one is like, you know, don't anyhow teach people how to cook. I wouldn't call it success. It's a constant struggle being in F&B. The success is in being able to continue, being able to preserve our cultural dishes, you know, that's been passed down from my grandmother to my mom to me. I think that would be the success. If this restaurant continues and maybe, who knows, my son will want to take over, I think that would be success. Plenty of challenges. Whoever run restaurant and say got no challenge, I think, I don't know. They better tell me their secret. I mean, challenges is a daily thing. When we moved to the restaurant, at the start, you know, there were slow days. You know, people didn't really know who we were yet. You know, we had some publicity, and suddenly there's sudden influx of people, right? We couldn't handle it. As in, we didn't know how to handle it at that point of time. Customers were complaining, waiting 45 minutes, waiting 1 hour, food being served cold. And it was a very, very stressful time because we had limited manpower resources. All the family members had to be roped in to help. It was a great opportunity for us to learn how to better improve our workflow, meet the standards that the customers actually expect. The food must come out nice and piping hot, cannot wait too long, and stuff like that. We got quite a bit of bad reviews from that 3-week period, but we persevered and we worked through it. As of now, I don't even think of them as challenges because it's just something to be expected. There's so many things. What's the thing that I learned? I think one thing I learned about myself is that I had to learn how to not be a perfectionist. When I first started, you know, I always wanted everything to be perfect. But I mean, nothing is ever really perfect. And we just have to give what we can to the best of our ability. Yeah, I think that's the one thing that I have is I learned about myself basically. How to deal with myself, how to deal with my staff, how to make sure that, you know, everybody is happy. Because if everybody is not happy, you know, you won't get any good food coming out from the kitchen.